All right, everybody, welcome back to Economics with Dr. A. I've been struggling lately. I've been trying to figure out what this channel is going to be about. So we're going through a whole rebranding, trying to figure out what the future is. So you're going to see some changes here and there to develop what our content creation process looks like for the new year. One thing that I've been thinking about, and I get this question a lot from my students, and the question is, Dr. A, if I want to stay up to date with the economic news out there, where should I go for this content? And in the past, I used to send them to like Marketplace Radio, which I love, which is a great place, or NPR. For me, my source of information used to be Twitter, but since the new ownership, Twitter has kind of died down. So I've been struggling. I've been trying to figure out, where do I get my news? I do a lot of reading, and I want to make sure that I'm sharing valuable information. So rather than send my students somewhere else, I thought I'd use my blog function of my website. So starting today, I have started a segment called In the News. And In the News is just a recap of the articles or the content that I found interesting in my morning review of the news. The commentary is really short, but it's there to share with you the news that I found important and a way for you to find a place to go for things that I deem important. So today there's 4 articles. The first article is about the Fed's increase of the interest rates by 50 basis points, and I provide a link to an article there. The second article is about the social media influencers that were charged with the pump and dump scheme. They made $100 million of fooling people, talking about how a stock was going to go up in price and people would follow them. That would push the demand for the stock up, and then they would sell their own stocks, and they made $100 million. That's crazy. This is why we need financial literacy, and we need sound financial or economic news out there, so you could have a trustworthy place to get information. The third article is about the first Amazon data center in the Middle East is actually going to be in Oman. A couple of years ago, I did a talk at Majlis al-Khunji, and the talk was about how we should utilize or import small and medium enterprise firms or multinational firms to import knowledge and create knowledge spillovers. So I'm really happy to hear that Amazon is opening a data center with the help of the Ministry of Transport, Communication and Information Technology. This is huge for Oman. It's going to be fantastic, but we need to learn how to leverage it. You cannot just bring it in without building an ecosystem around it. So I look forward to see how the ecosystem is developed. The fourth article is about university mergers in Kentucky. 2 universities have merged. I think this is going to be a huge trend for us to look for in the future. More universities are going to merge together to increase the resources that they provide, but also to reduce their cost of providing instruction. In other words, economies of scale. We're seeing large institutions do really well with increasing enrollment and providing services for students. Smaller institutions are struggling. This is not just a Kentucky thing, it's a national trend. So those are the 4 articles. Go to my website, sign up for my newsletter. This is part of our rebrand for 2023. I'm excited about Economics with Dr. A, and thank you all for joining me. See you next time.